Welcome to another video from East Beds Bushcraft, the home of #survival.
Greetings bushcrafters and survivalists, it's Buzz here with, yes, another noodle review. My water is on the boil, which is good, and this time we are doing Choli Korean kimchi noodles. Instant noodles in the type of packet that I like. This could be a bit of a Marmite video because I don't know if I've tried kimchi before, as in actual kimchi, which, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe is a Korean dish which is fermented cabbage that some people say tastes absolutely funky and they don't like, and other people love. So I want to know if the noodle Valkyrie is going to come down from Valhalla and kiss my taste buds and say this is the most amazing thing ever, or not. Anyway, let's have a look at the instructions. Speed things up. I've got my water on the boil. And the instructions say do 350 millilitres of water, which I've done. Break the noodles into 4 pieces. Ah! Oh, dearie me, that freaks me out. Okay, I've got to do this. I wouldn't normally do this, but I told you I'm trying to stick to the thing. Oh, I hate that's half. And again. And again. Right. Let's get this open. Right. What do we do with the noodles? Okay, it says add the noodles to boiling water. Cook for 3 minutes. Right, okay. I've now busted it up, but I can say it's your usual kind of container size, noodle portion. And the reason I broke it in the bag, ladies and gents, is because if you break it out of the bag, they fly everywhere. So Buzz's tip of the day is, if you're going to break your noodles up, break them in the bag, because that way all the bits stay in the bag. And we have one seasoning pouch. Now it says boil the noodles for 3 minutes. Let's get this on. We have a timer. Go. Right. Now let's just check, see when we add the seasoning. Right, cook for 3 minutes with gentle stirring periodically. Add seasoning powder and stir gently until dissolved. Okay, right, let's do that. So again, tip, give it a shake. That means all the seasoning goes to the bottom of the packet and not the corner that you're ripping off, and it doesn't fly everywhere. Okay, so there goes the seasoning powder. Whee! Right, let's gently stir you in. It's getting frothy, man. Okay, so that doesn't let's take that down a little bit. There you go. Right, what's the last instructions on this? It says, step 3, mixed boiled vegetables, don't have any, egg, don't have any, meat, don't have any, or cheese. Oh, I've never had one that says mixed cheese into it. For extra taste, and serve immediately. Well, I don't have any of the extra ingredients. We're just going to try these kimchi noodles as they come. Right, so again, space-saving packets. That's what I like. If you're keeping these things in your preps, and these are good for at least a year, and then, as I always say, best before, not too bad after. There, that's all you're left with to take home with you if you're at camp. Well, that's not bad at all. See? Much better than the noodle pots. Anyway, let's fast forward until this has had its 3 minutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I really still need to change this chime. Right, so it's 3 minutes. Let's turn this off. And I've got to tell you, I am actually quite peckish today. It's lunchtime and I have spent the morning moving loads of heavy gear around. Let's just check, always check. Look at that, there you go. I'm going to burn myself. And so I am quite peckish, so I'm really hoping that these are going to fill my lunchtime with some good flavour and some good noodles. Well, this looks a little bit volcanic still, you know, with the steam coming off this. So, to be fair, I think what we're going to do is I'm going to fast forward again, give it a couple of minutes for this to cool down before I start eating it. Okay, we're back, and hopefully they've cooled down enough for me to actually be able to eat them. Oh, look, this is the problem, you see. It's like you can't get a nice big mouthful of noodles when you break them up. That's not too bad. But they're all bitty. I don't like the noodles when they're broken up. You know, I'm still taking a poll. Look, if you've got any, please let me know what your feelings are. Should you break noodles up to eat them, or should you leave them nice and stringy? Because I like long noodles, you know. You know that. I'm sure everybody knows that by now. Right, kimchi. Let's give it a try. I'm not getting any heavy aromas off this. It's quite there's quite a lot of noodle soup in here, and it's quite orangey looking. There are no bits of vegetable or anything. Do you know, I didn't even find out how much this is. I'm going to have to look this up, and I'll put it on the screen in the video and in the description. But I'm assuming this is a cheaper range noodle. We'll find out. So there's no bits, you know, not even the hint of some little green dehydrated vegetables or anything. So let's go. Well, I'm liking the noodles. The noodles are quite plump and biteable. They're not slimy. I don't like slimy noodles. Right, let me chew through these and find out what I think of them at the end. Let's go. And we're back. Right, well, I had great difficulty halfway through that getting the noodles to stay on my spork because they're all broken up, which annoys me because then I have to leave them in the bottom of the fishing around trying to get the bloody noodles out. So I ended up drinking the noodle soup to get the soup down so I could then scoop the rest of the noodles up. There were a couple of little perhaps dehydrated bits of green in there, but not really much. Thankfully it wasn't gritty at the end. I don't like a gritty noodle that leaves you from the spices grit. But let's talk flavour. I don't think I've had kimchi, so I can't compare it to kimchi to know what kimchi flavour is. Kind of like, that might sound bizarre, but kind of what I mean is, if you had something and this said this is lemon flavour, you would know if it is a good lemon flavour or if it's a naff lemon flavour. It's very difficult to tell whether something is a good flavour, kimchi, if you've never actually had kimchi before. All I can say that it's quite flavourless. Okay, so there's no like meaty flavour, no kind of vegetable-y flavour that you might you know, expecting, say, a vegetable soup. You know, if you had sort of just like a leek soup or a sort of a soup, there was no kind of vegetable-y flavour. It was just spicy, but not in a... It's just spicy for the sake of being spicy. You know, not like in a Vindaloo spice, you know, where it's like, again, I don't see why people... I like it. I might have the odd bit of Vindaloo if somebody's decided to pick Vindaloo at a restaurant, but it's kind of, that's the kind of dish where the power of the spices and the chilies and everything just overpower the flavour of the meat, and so there's kind of the enjoyment of eating the dish goes. The enjoyment of eating these noodles was probably spoilt by the spice, because they are just randomly spicy, if that makes sense. There's no like real flavour, just spice. Okay, so we had a noodle soup. I like a noodle soup. I don't like these noodles that some of these ones we've been trying that have had no noodle soup. I like a noodle soup. It's that extra, you know, warmth in your belly when you're working on a cold day. Volume wise, well, it was the average sort of packet size. Can't complain about that. So yeah, I like the noodles. I like the noodle soup. I feel sated. I told you I felt hungry. You know, it's hit the spot. Flavour wise though, my mouth is still feeling spicy, but not like you've eaten something like I don't know, some spicy, some hot Doritos. They kind of leave a Moorish flavour in your mouth, you know. If you have if you can think of any kind of Moorish flavoured food, then you go, oh yeah, I want some more. No, but not bad. So I'm going to give these, okay, they pack down nice, look at that, virtually no rubbish, 3 minutes, no fuss, whap the noodles in there. Next time I do it, I'm not going to break them up. If I were to choose these, I probably wouldn't choose this flavour again, but if I found these noodles which in a different flavour, then I'll probably review them for a different flavour. Obviously you can add cheese to them. Oh, who would have thought that? I don't know, if maybe adding some meat, maybe chopping some vegetables up, adding those extra bits to it would have made all the difference. I think it would, but you know, let's face it, we're reviewing noodles, you know, and they're standing on their own 2 feet here, just what comes in the packet. I'm just going to give it a 5. It's an average. Okay, they're not bad, they're not great, and 5. There you go, you've heard it here. So if you want to try some of these kimchi flavoured noodles, go for it. Let me know what you think. If you've got any other noodles that you want to recommend, please do. I'm more than happy to review it. And thank you all who have subscribed to my channel. That's been really nice of late. So please do hit that subscribe button and tune in for more videos in the future. And I will look forward to seeing you in the next one.
Thank you for watching. Please like and share this video and subscribe to the East Beds Bushcraft channel. See you all again soon.